Hey there, welcome to KTAR.FM. I'm Bruce St. James, and as opposed to a movie in a minute, why don't we run them down for you? The top 10 films of 2015. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, for me, the top two were kind of obvious, and I could have flipped a coin between them. Everything else after that, I acknowledge a little bit subjective. I thought there were a lot of really good movies to choose from this year, but let's start it off with number 10. It's a movie that actually just opened up right now. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy. It's called The Revenant. There will be blood in this movie. It contains an infamous bear mauling scene now. And this is a film, not just for the performances of the actors, but the way that this looks. It was filmed entirely outside, natural lighting, and in snow up to your eyeballs almost the entire time. It really made you feel something, and I thought it looked visually a really amazing film. So The Revenant comes in at number 10. At number 9 was a touching movie that came out earlier this year. It's called Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. And I think great movies make you feel something, and this movie decidedly made me feel something. Kind of geared towards maybe a younger crowd to start off with, a story of a girl who has cancer, and the boy that befriends her and goes through this process with her. I thought there were some really amazing breakout performances from some young actors in it, and it is a touching film and one that I think everyone should see. Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl comes in at number 9. And number 8, the new one from Tom Hanks called Bridge of Spies, about the sordid backstory and the dealings and machinations that came along with a prisoner exchange back in the 60s. Tom Hanks is amazing. He's amazing in most movies, but this one really was something else and really transported you to a time, and you got a real sense of kind of the geopolitics that were going on with it. Bridge of Spies, really good movie. And number 7 was a smaller film that I told everybody to go see. It's called Ex Machina, and it is an amazing film for a couple of reasons. One, as a sci-fi film, I thought it was stunning, and the idea of artificial intelligence and kind of coming to life and being able to tell the difference between real and fake. But also, if you look back at it, it's an entire movie with 3 people in it, and yet you are transfixed the entire film. It is certainly worth seeing. If it's one of the ones you missed, you got to find it. Ex Machina, for me, comes in at number 7. At number 6, it was huge, and it deserved to be huge. Mad Max Fury Road. This movie was just amazing to watch. It was a overwhelming sight and sound. It jumped off the screen at you. It grabbed you in the first scene and never let go. It was like tiring to watch Mad Max. It was so exciting the entire film through, and I think it deserves to be in everyone's top 10 list. At number 5, another smaller film called Brooklyn, with pretty much unknown actors in it, and a young lady who's going to get a nomination for Best Actress, I think, about a girl coming from Ireland, emigrating to the United States. I want to say this was the 40s, if you will, and really some of the difficulties she had of assimilating to American culture and the draw back home. I just thought it was really well done, and actually has a lot of parallels to things that are going on in our country today. At number 4, The Martian. Yeah, The Martian. And don't count me as the world's biggest Matt Damon fan, but I thought he knocked it out of the park. I thought The Martian, as far as a film goes, was just a perfect combination of storytelling, of special effects. There was humor and comedy in it as well, and some great performances. I thought The Martian was certainly one of the good movies. All right, we're into the top 3 now. How about this one? The Big Short. This is the film based on the book by Michael Lewis about basically the financial collapse of the late 2000s. And listen, this movie stars damn near everyone, okay? They're all in the film. And it is a creative and a smart way of telling this tale. And it also does a great job of explaining some pretty complex financial instruments, tools, and theories in a way that a mathematical illiterate like myself can even understand. I really enjoyed The Big Short. All right, down to my top 2. I told you, I could have flipped a coin. I could have gone either way on these. But at number 2 is Spotlight. Spotlight is the tale told from the standpoint of the Boston Globe, the newspaper, and how they unraveled and uncovered the scandal inside the Catholic Church with priests abusing young boys and, in some cases, young girls. This movie's difficult to watch in places, but not so difficult that it's not worth seeing. It is a great and well-written film, as evidenced by the fact that while it is a very complex tale to tell, I thought they did it in a really, really good way, with some amazing performances along the way, Mark Ruffalo and Michael Keaton, and I mean, just really well done. It is a must-see film, and my number one movie of 2015. Again, I talked about movies making you feel something. Nothing made me feel more than Room, the movie starring Brie Larson and a young actor, a 5-year-old boy named Jacob Tremblay. This movie is heart-wrenching, it is heart-lifting, it is heartwarming, it is everything that a movie should be, and I think they just did an amazing job with it. It's a must-see film, and really, really made me feel something as I walked out of the theater. So there, and my top 10 for 2015. You can agree, you can disagree. Hey, there's some that I could have put on there I really liked that just didn't make the cut, or there's some on there you think might have sucked completely. Either way, that's my movie review. The top 10, if you will, in a lot longer than a minute, right here on KTAR.com.